You are dying a slow death, not physically. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are drawing breath, but the most vital, dangerous, authentic part of you is being suffocated day by day. Conversation by conversation, nod by polite nod. You are being strangled by an invisible hand, the hand of they. They think you should be married by now. They think you should have a stable job. They think you are too quiet, too loud, too ambitious, or not ambitious enough. Terrified of the silence that follows their disapproval, you obey. You perform. You twist your spine to fit into boxes they built for you. You have become an actor in a play you did not write, reciting lines you do not believe, for an audience that does not care if you live or die. Niccolò Machiavelli, the most misunderstood philosopher in history, understood exactly why you live like this. He knew the human mind is fragile, desperate for validation and terrified of isolation, but he also knew the cure. Most people think Machiavelli wrote about ruling kingdoms. He didn't. He wrote about how to rule reality itself. And the first rule of his philosophy is brutal. If you do not rule yourself, you will be ruled by others. There is no middle ground. There is no democracy in the soul. Either you are the prince of your own mind or a servant in someone else's court. Today we perform a psychological exorcism. We rip out the need for validation that has been programmed into you since birth, not to manipulate others, but to stop others from manipulating you. I will hand you 7 ruthless principles that can turn a people-pleaser into a sovereign entity. But be warned, this knowledge is not comforting. It is not self-help, it is self-defense. Once you see the strings that have been controlling you, you will never be able to unsee them. You will lose friends, you will upset family, you will be called cold, you will be called selfish, and for the first time in your life, you won't care. You will finally be free, but to get there, you must be willing to kill the part of you that begs to be liked. Let's begin with the lie that keeps you enslaved. You have been told that being good means being agreeable, that virtue means putting others before yourself, that self-sacrifice is the highest moral ground. This is slave morality, and it is designed to keep you weak. Machiavelli wrote, "A man who wishes to make a profession of goodness in everything must necessarily come to grief among so many who are not good." Read that again. If you insist on being nice to everyone, you will be destroyed. Not because you are wrong, but because the world is not nice. People are driven by self-interest, ego, and survival. When you prioritize their feelings over your reality, you bring flowers to a knife fight. You think your sacrifice is buying love. You think burning yourself to keep others warm will make them grateful. It won't. They will complain the fire isn't hot enough. And when you are nothing but ash, they will walk away to find new fuel. This is not cynicism, this is observation. People are ungrateful, fickle, false, cowardly, and covetous. As long as success is distant, they swear loyalty. But when the cost approaches, they revolt. Look at your own life. Think about the times you said yes when you wanted to say no. Did they respect you for it? Or did they simply expect it again the next time? When you live for others, you train them how to treat you. You teach them that your time is cheap. Your boundaries are suggestions and your soul is negotiable. You signal that you are a resource to be harvested, not a person to be respected. The Machiavellian shift begins when you realize that goodness without power is submission. True virtue requires strength. The strength to say no. The strength to be disliked. You must learn how not to be good. That does not mean becoming evil. It means stopping being harmless. It means reserving kindness for those who have earned it, instead of broadcasting it in a desperate bid for approval. A prince does not scatter gold in the streets hoping the mob will love him. He guards his treasury. Your energy is your gold. Your attention is your currency. Stop giving it to people who wouldn't bleed for you. Living for yourself starts with a ruthless audit of your benevolence. Ask yourself a brutal question. Who are you serving and why? If the answer is because I don't want them to be mad at me, you are not kind. You are a hostage. Why is this so hard? Why does disappointing people twist your stomach into knots? Because you are addicted to the audience. Biologically, we are wired for tribes. Exile once meant death, so the brain evolved anxiety as a survival alarm. That fear when someone disapproves of you is ancient. It screams danger, exile imminent. Submit, apologize, conform, but you are not in the savannah anymore. You are in the modern world. If your boss dislikes your idea, you won't starve. If your parents hate your choices, no tiger will eat you. The danger is a hallucination, but the cage it builds is real. You live inside a mental theater. The seats are filled with everyone you have ever known. Teachers, exes, colleagues, not society itself. Every decision, you look up at them. You wait for applause, you fear the boos. Should I take this job? Look at the audience. Should I speak my truth? Look at the audience. Should I live my life? Look at the audience. Machiavelli tells you to clear the theater. He understood reputation is a tool, not a master. A prince cares what people think only when it serves strategy, not emotional survival. There is a difference between managing perception and needing validation. Managing perception is power. It is calculated and intentional. Needing validation is weakness. The moment you need applause, they own you. To live for yourself, you must fire the audience. Most people are not watching you. They are watching themselves. They are trapped in their own mental theaters, obsessed with their own scripts. Even if they judge you, so what? What is an opinion? Can it cut your skin? Can it steal your money? An opinion is a chemical reaction in someone else's brain. Why let a reaction in another skull control your life? Machiavelli suggests a colder approach, indifference. Not emotional contempt, calm, silent disregard. The kind of indifference that watches a barking dog without barking back. When you live for yourself, opinions become weather. You adjust if needed, but you keep walking. You must become the only spectator in your theater. You write the play, you act the role, you judge the performance. If you respect what you see in the mirror, the crowd's silence means nothing. This is Machiavelli's most famous and most misunderstood idea. It is safer to be feared than loved, because love breaks when it is inconvenient. Fear, or rather respect, does not strip away politics. Apply this to your psychology. Fear in modern life means boundaries, it means standards. It means others know you can walk away. Likability feels safe, but it is a trap. When you chase being liked, you become shapeless, and shapeless things are consumed or discarded. Respect comes from having edges, from standards you refuse to compromise, from the quiet knowledge that your presence is not guaranteed. If you live for others, you fear them leaving. If you live for yourself, they fear you leaving. The dynamic flips. Think of the people you truly respect. They are not endlessly agreeable or apologetic. They have a code. They say no without explanation. They create friction to defend what matters. You may not always like them, but you respect them. Their praise matters because it is rare. Their time matters because it is guarded. You cannot build a life on being liked. Approval is sand, self-respect is stone. To live for yourself, you must let people dislike you. In fact, you should welcome it. If nobody dislikes you, you stand for nothing.
You are invisible, a ghost.
Dislike means you have defined your borders. It means you have occupied space. You said, "This is who I am," and you did not move. Stop trying to be the nice one. Be the competent one, the formidable one. Have a mission so strong that love or hate becomes irrelevant. One of the fastest ways to lose power is through the mouth. You talk too much, you explain too much. You overshare plans, dreams, and doubts. Every word leaks energy. Silence is strength. When you announce your plans, you hand others a veto. Their doubts enter your sanctuary. They tie their fears to your future. Often not from malice, but from love mixed with fear. The result is the same. You sink. Machiavelli mastered silence. A prince never reveals the full design before the move is made. In life, change is war. Announce early and the enemy prepares. Living for yourself requires strategic secrecy. Build in the dark, keep your counsel. Social reality steals motivation. Talking feels like doing. Silence forces action. When you live for others, you explain to seek permission. You want nods, approval, agreement. Stop explaining. Explanations are for subordinates. Leaders declare or act. Don't ask scared people for brave advice. Silence protects fragile ideas. It creates mystery. It forces you to trust your own compass. At first, the silence is loud. The void where validation lived will ache. Sit in it. That is where you meet yourself. That is where iron is forged. Become a black box. Input goes in. Information, observation, strategy. Nothing comes out until the result is finished. Present results, not arguments. Plans invite debate. Results ended. We have secured the mind. Now secure the perimeter. Machiavelli warned against mercenaries. Those who fight for benefit, not loyalty. In peace, they drain you. In war, they desert you. Look at your circle. Who only shows up when you provide value? Who belongs to another tribe and drags you into chaos? Living for yourself demands a brutal audit. Sentimentality ruins strategy. History does not win battles. Strength does. Surgery is required. Remove emotional liabilities. Anyone who benefits from your weakness is not neutral. They are invested in your failure. Power is conservation of energy. Stop leaking it to drama. Every reaction taxes your nervous system. Calm is stored power. Discipline is choosing silence over spectacle. You don't need to announce exits. Vanish from the noisy rooms. work in shadows return heavier. Let absence rewrite your value. Those who matter will notice. Those who don't were never allies. Power grows when access is controlled. Not everyone deserves proximity. Distance is not cruelty. It is structure. Boundaries are the architecture of respect. The man who is everywhere is nowhere. Scarcity creates gravity. Presence should feel intentional. When you speak less, words gain weight. When you move less, moves gain meaning. Overexposure cheapens authority. Mystery keeps attention awake. Familiarity breeds negotiation. Negotiation erodes command. Command requires clarity. Choose where you appear. Not every thought deserves daylight. Some plans need darkness to grow. Speak when the outcome is locked. Before that, silence is strategy. The loudest man is rarely the strongest. Noise is often insecurity in motion. Power moves quietly, then arrives complete. Announcements invite sabotage. Privacy protects momentum. Build in private. Reveal in public. This is not fear. It is discipline. The disciplined man controls timing. Timing controls perception. Perception controls leverage. Leverage controls outcomes. Most men waste strength proving points. Wise men reserve strength for results. Arguments feed ego, not progress. Progress happens when ego is silent. Let others misunderstand you. Clarity is not owed to the uninvested. Explanation is a gift, not a duty. Save it for those who build with you. You are not a public service. You are a private operation. Every move must justify its cost. Energy is currency. Spend it where it compounds. Anything else is a tax. Stop paying unnecessary taxes. Emotional control is not suppression. It is direction. Feel everything. Release selectively. Reacting hands power away. Responding keeps it. Triggers reveal where you are exposed. Fix exposures quietly. Rage advertises vulnerability. So does desperation. Calm conceals strength. The man who cannot be shaken cannot be used. Master your inner weather. Storms should happen off stage. Let the world see blue skies. That is dominance. Respect is rarely demanded. It is arranged. People treat you how the structure allows. If chaos surrounds you, chaos will enter you. Order your environment. Remove constant interruptions. Design days that protect focus. Focus compounds power, distraction dilutes it. A distracted man is governable. Control attention, control destiny. This is why silence is feared. It removes handles. No handles means no control. Become ungrabbable. Power does not chase validation. Validation chases power. Stop performing. Start positioning. Positioning happens when you withdraw from noise. Noise clouds judgment. Judgment sharpens in stillness. Stillness feels uncomfortable at first. That discomfort is withdrawal from approval. Endure it. On the other side is clarity. Clarity becomes confidence. Confidence becomes authority. Authority attracts obedience without force. This is how influence is built. Influence is not volume, it is gravity. Gravity is built through consistency. Say less, do more. Let patterns speak. People study behavior, not speeches. Consistency removes doubt. Doubt invites challenge. Remove doubt through repetition. Repetition turns action into identity. Identity becomes reputation. Reputation walks ahead of you. By the time you arrive, decisions are made. That is quiet power. That is dominance without conflict. Conflict drains resources. Avoid it unless it multiplies return. Choose battles like investments. Most are bad deals. Ego loves bad deals. Strategy avoids them. Walking away is not weakness. It is capital preservation. Save strength for decisive moments. Decisive moments define trajectories. One correct move outweighs 100 reactions. Patience is stored violence. Release it only when necessary. Timing turns force into inevitability. Become inevitable. Inevitable men are not rushed. They let others reveal themselves. Time is a filter. Impatience exposes weakness. Stillness exposes truth. Watch who panics when you stop reacting. Watch who tests boundaries when silence appears. These signals are intelligence. Collect it without comment. Information compounds advantage. The quiet man sees more. Seeing more allows fewer mistakes. Fewer mistakes mean steadier ascent. Steady ascent attracts followers. Followers seek certainty. Certainty is contagious. People relax around it. They follow it. Uncertainty creates noise. Noise invites interference. Interference disrupts momentum. Momentum requires protection. Protect it with boundaries. Boundaries reduce friction. Friction wastes force. Smooth force travels farther. That is leverage. Leverage multiplies outcomes. Outcomes reinforce belief. Belief completes the loop. Loops determine destiny. Break weak loops early. Build strong ones intentionally. Habits are silent votes for your future. Cast them daily. Small disciplines remove large chaos. Chaos is expensive. Order is efficient. Efficiency creates margin. Margin creates freedom. Freedom allows choice. Choice restores power. Power held calmly is authority. Authority stabilizes environments. Stable environments reward leaders. Leaders do not beg systems. They design them. Design requires foresight. Foresight grows in silence. Silence is not empty, it is observant. Observe patterns, not personalities. Patterns repeat, people deny. Trust repetition over promises. Promises are cheap. Patterns cost energy. Follow the energy trail. It reveals true priorities. Build around what people do. Ignore what they say. Speech is often camouflage. Action is exposure. Exposed behavior cannot lie. This is why silence listens. Listening gives leverage. Leverage changes outcomes quietly. Quiet outcomes last longer. Loud victories attract challengers. Durable wins attract peace. Peace is not softness. It is dominant, stabilized. The goal is not chaos. The goal is control. Control begins inward. Master yourself first. A man who controls himself needs no leash. Self-mastery removes external leverage. When nothing provokes you, nothing owns you. Provocation is a test. Passing it upgrades your rank. Most fail loudly. Winners pass quietly. Silence after insult is power. Restraint after temptation is power. Focus after fatigue is power. Power is built in moments no one sees. Applause comes later, if it comes at all. Do the work anyway, that is sovereignty. Sovereign men do not outsource direction. They decide, then commit. Doubt is resolved privately. Certainty is shown publicly. This separation preserves authority. Never reveal the moment you hesitated. Reveal only the moment you moved. Movement signals conviction. Conviction attracts alignment. Alignment multiplies force. Force applied together becomes momentum. Momentum bends resistance. Resistance fades when pressure is steady. Steady pressure reshapes reality. This is leadership without noise. Leadership is not performance, it is consistency under weight. Anyone can talk when conditions are easy. Few remain composed when tested. Tests reveal hierarchy, pressure sorts men. Some crack, some compress. Compression creates density. Density creates gravity. Gravity attracts order. Order follows the strongest center. Become that center, stand unmoved. Let the world adjust, that is command. Command is felt before it is named. People sense stability instantly. They relax when structure appears. Structure removes anxiety. Anxiety drives chaos. Remove chaos and performance rises. This is why calm leaders scale. Panic does not multiply. Calm does. Calm creates trust. Trust accelerates execution. Execution creates results. Results silence doubt. Doubt dissolves hierarchy. Certainty restores. Hierarchy is inevitable. It forms whether you choose it or not. The only question is your position within it. Positions are earned through behavior. Behavior repeated becomes signal. Signals teach others how to treat you. Weak signals invite testing. Strong signals discourage it. Consistency hardens signals. Over time, they become reputation. Reputation removes negotiation. When you arrive, terms are assumed. Assumed terms save energy. Saved energy compounds power. Power properly managed endures. Endurance outlasts aggression. Aggression burns hot, then fades. Endurance burns slow and permanent. Permanent pressure reshapes landscapes. This is how empires were built. Not through noise, but persistence. Day after day, quiet execution. No applause required, the world notices eventually. It always does. When it does, you are already positioned. You don't explain how you got there. You simply occupy the ground. Occupation is authority. Authority once established must be maintained. Maintenance is unglamorous, it requires routine. Routine is discipline in disguise. Discipline prevents decay. Decay invites challengers. Challengers test structure. Structure that holds repels them. Weak structure collapses. Collapse erases respect. Respect lost is expensive to regain. Guard it daily. Small neglect becomes large threat. Vigilance is quiet loyalty to self. Stay sharp. Sharp men are not paranoid. They are prepared. Preparation reduces reaction. Reaction exposes weakness. Weakness invites pressure. Pressure reveals cracks. Seal cracks early. Early fixes are invisible. Late fixes are humiliating. Power prefers prevention. Prevention looks boring. Boredom is peace earned. Peace allows expansion. Expansion requires stability. Stability is power sustained.